So there's a lot of people in today's world, in a lot of different places actually, that are just doing the same old, right? And so the biggest issue I've noticed when in today's society is that most people actually don't have their original ideas or original thoughts or come up with anything that is originally themselves, right? And now this is a problem because basically people are just becoming copy pasted versions of other people, either beliefs or ideas or mental frameworks or any of that kind of stuff, like jobs, what kind of careers they're doing. Like, for instance, you could have seen it maybe if you're kind of roughly the same age as I am. I'm 23 going on 24, born in the early 2000s. If you, when you were a kid, you used to watch a lot of, if chances are you were born in the West, you were raised in an environment where you had access to YouTube and you saw all of these YouTubers and people making videos and playing Minecraft and whatever. And you was like, I really want to be that when I grow up. And that was kind of the same for me. But the problem is it kind of just created this age of people who want to do what other people do, and they don't even want to discover what they want to do themselves. And this is a big issue, because what ends up happening is you don't really get anything creative that gets created anymore. You just get people that are just created or born or whatever into today's society, and they go get a job and they do what everybody else does. They don't even think for themselves. They don't even take a second to think like, there's something important to look at, or I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have a certain kind of lifestyle that I want. And no, they don't even think about that. They just take what's right in front of them and they're like, I really want to do this. And they don't just, the biggest issue is they don't zoom out and take some time to actually look at their life and everything that they have and say like, this is shit, I want this and I don't have it, so how do I go get that? That's the biggest issue I've noticed. And as you might have seen, there is water dripping on top of me because for a long time it has not rained here. So I don't know if I'll just stay here or I'll get a fucking umbrella or whatever the fuck. I don't really care that much, but regardless, even if it rains, I still need to record video, so I don't give a fuck. There we go. So yes, so I do agree that my issue is that there's not that many people that are actually interesting, that have depth of character. It's very annoying because when you have depth of character, you go around, you talk to people, it really does feel like those memes of people who say like everybody's a fucking NPC. It's really fucking annoying. Like, I don't want to be mean to other people, but sometimes it does truly feel like that. When I'm talking to someone and I can see it in their eyes, like half of their brain is just shut off. It's just like they're not even thinking straight. And so what ends up happening is that not only do people like myself get fucking angry because everybody's fucking stupid, or not even like looking at the reality of like how things are going, but also it is playing right into the game of the people that have set up the system so that you can just go ahead, work, churn out, die, fucking nobody cares about you. And so what I wanted to focus on with this video is just to educate you guys on understanding that you can go out there and get something that you want. You can go out there and have dreams and have aspirations and objectives that you set for yourself, that you say, I really want this, and go get it. Because if you keep just reacting to what's in front of you without reflecting, without taking the time to actually think for yourself, the problem is you're just going to end up becoming somebody else's copy and pasted version. That's the thing. Most of the people that are extremely original or authentic, or that kind of a vibe that they've created, basically, is because they've thought it out. They've thought it out themselves. They've thought it out critically and strategically. How do I get and achieve these goals of mine? And how do I take the best moves possible on the chessboard of life in order to get there faster and better, more efficiently, right? And so this is what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, is I'm just looking at everything, thinking like, okay, whenever something comes into my brain, I think about it for a second and I'm like, does that make any fucking sense or not? Because if it doesn't make any fucking sense, I'm just not gonna care. But if it does make sense, I might incorporate it into what I'm doing in my own beliefs or my own ideas and thoughts. And then I might come up with something that, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, in that case, I can do so and so. So it really just depends who you want to be, what do you want in life, and understanding that you can get both of those things by just working hard enough because other people have achieved success before you have. It's funny how saying to people that you can be authentic and original and that will help you become more successful, because both of these things are completely linked when you actually think about it, which is quite funny. Because like I was gonna do this video and start talking about the most important things, which are the subject I wrote down for this video was something like becoming more authentic and not letting somebody else dictate your life for you or something like that. And I'm just gonna go get my fucking umbrella because it's gonna rain, I believe. Bought this fucking umbrella. Apparently it's a windproof special umbrella. Higher quality, because I do think higher quality stuff is more important. So we'll see how efficient this is. So there we go. Alright, so the whole point of me recording this video is just so that you guys can have a different perspective on life, so that you can come to your own conclusions and think like, okay, how, based on what he said, how can I come up with my own ideas and thoughts and become the best version of myself in order to achieve the goals that I set out to achieve in the first place. And maybe you haven't really defined those goals yet, and in that case I recommend you do. I speak a lot about this in different topics around different videos that I've been posting for the past, I think we've been posting for the past maybe 3 months now. I used to post a long while back, like maybe like 3-4 years ago. I used to post 2-3 years ago every single day for like over a year, I think. And I stopped because I made a transition between one country to the other, and I was kind of just reinventing myself from the ground up. And so what I ended up doing is what I'm just about to tell you is basically I looked at everything and I was like, okay, this is shit. How do I become a better version of myself? And then I looked at all of the cards on the table that were at my disposal in my own hand, and I felt like, okay, what can I do? My dad was born in New Zealand. I'm currently in France. I can get my New Zealand passport and I can go live over there and try my luck over there, because honestly, I feel more comfortable in English than in French. So I decided, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna take a risk and just take a leap forward and just test it out. So I did that. Now I'm in New Zealand. I've been in New Zealand for almost 2 years now, which is kind of funny. And honestly, my character has grown so much in real life from ever since that point on. Like, if I look at a screenshot of who I was 4 years ago, there is like such a massive divide or a massive comparison to be made between these two people. Like, the goals were different, the objectives were different, my dreams were different, my day-to-day life was different, the people I talked to were different, the clients I was working with were different, everything was different. And so now that I'm here, I'm just like, okay, how can I actually think about what I'm doing in a more strategic way. And it hasn't changed. It has stayed the same over this long period of time, right? It's like, you might think to yourself, okay, well, if you keep doing this over and over and over again, are you just going to become a completely different person, or will there be a point where you won't need to do this anymore, or whatever? And I don't think there is, because like, I've been working on myself for 4 years, and it still feels like I've not reached any like significant point at all. Like, I feel like I haven't done anything. Like, but at the same time, I'm so different and so much better than who I was before. Like, I can write down on a piece of paper the difference between me before and me now. It's like, it's crazy. So yes, I wanted to talk to you guys about, basically, you shouldn't be scared, and if you're scared, it's fine, but you need to have the bravery and the courage to take action, regardless of, even if you feel scared or not, about doing something. Maybe it's changing your lifestyle. Maybe it's a certain belief that you have that completely encompasses your entire life and is actually working against you. Or maybe it's something like, I don't know, maybe you're part of a community or a group and they're actually working against you, or their beliefs and their ideas and their activities and their hobbies and their mental beliefs are different than who you want to become. And so you need to sacrifice that connection if you want to actually achieve what it is you want. I had to sacrifice a lot of connections, a lot of people that I used to talk to, especially because I went from playing video games all fucking day, 16 hours a day, professionally, streaming, all that sort of stuff, to actually building my life from the ground up, going to the gym every single day, doing my best in order to improve my skills, like working with clients, understanding how their business works so that I could help them. For a bit of context, I actually help business owners make more money by understanding the market they're impacting, and then coming up with a solution so that they can acquire and attract more clients, and then convert those clients into actual people who come in and buy. So that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years, and honestly, it's been very insightful. It's basically just self-improvement on crack. I remember somebody telling me that one day, and it actually stuck with me until this time. So yeah, honestly, I was gonna talk more in this video about whatchamacallit, I was gonna talk more in this video about, and I'm gonna keep these videos like unedited. I don't give a shit. For now, like, I'm gonna just do my best with my improv skills or whatever to actually record a video for you guys, so like unedited, whatever, so you can see the real me. You're not really thinking like, oh, this guy's fucking charade or fucking putting on an act or whatever. I don't give a fuck. So yes, so in this video, I wanted to talk more about the fact that there are people taking what other people are saying and thinking and believing and incorporating that into themselves and not thinking for themselves. This could be your boss telling you what to do, and then you do it without even thinking about it. It could be somebody at school, and this is like rooted inside of you. If you were raised in the West, if you go to school, like I went to school, the teachers were always fucking around and telling us some fucking bullshit stuff to do. And I always was the kid that always asked the fucking teacher, why the fuck are we doing this? Like, this is fucking idiot. Like, this is stupid. Like, why the fuck are we even doing this? And they said, oh, because I said so. And I told them, like, why? But why? And they couldn't fucking come up with a valid argument, because they don't have a valid argument. It's completely irrational. It's just forcing people to do things that it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like saying, like, hey, please jump off the 25th floor. Why should we do that? Oh, because I said so. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I was always the kid doing that. And so if you never were the kid that asked questions to the teacher and you just complied, I guess, which is the status quo, like most people comply because they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They're a kid. So most kids don't even understand it until it's too late, and then it's completely rooted in their own reality and their own self-belief and how they see the world from themselves. And so it's very hard to make them understand that their education was actually fucked. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Oh yeah. From the moment you were born until you reach the ages of maybe 10, those are the years where you learn the most things. And so if you go through everything and you're like, holy shit, this is fucking rubbish, and you actually think for yourself, nah, I don't think any fucking 7-year-old kid is watching me right now, but the whole point is to think, now that you've grown up, and with a little bit of perspective and a little bit of critical thinking, you can be like, oh yeah, actually, you know what? My education was actually quite shit. And I didn't really learn anything valuable. And I was always force-fed this garbage of, oh, you need to go get a career, a job, and whatever, da-da-da. And you don't actually need to do that. It's just the system that tells you to do that. It's like, if you really wanted to be a painter, you could be a painter. If you really wanted to create a movie, Backrooms, Kane Parsons, 20 years old. You see? It's possible. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You just have to think for yourself, how do I get the money to survive and to finance my plans? Okay, well, this is what I had to learn when I was getting my business up and running. So when I first started, a little bit of context, story time. Story time. For a little bit of context, so 4 years ago, I started learning skills on how to help business owners make more money, get more clients, and become kind of like a strategic consultant / marketer for them. And so I learned a bunch of skills and applied myself I worked with a couple friends, like a photographer, friend of mine, one of my other friends was a PE coach, like a private fucking health coach, like a private, how do you call this? Fuck. It's the people who work at the gym and who teach people how to do gym or whatever. Private educator, whatever. And so he was doing that. Trainer. There you go. So trainer, photographer, worked with them for over a year and a half, and then I noticed that I was actually making no fucking money from that. And I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck can I help them make more money? And then I actually started thinking for myself, okay, what do I need to do? Then I started building myself more and more and more and more, testing more, putting out more stuff. Managed to grow my friend's photographer Instagram from 1,500 followers to 8,000 followers over the course of a year. And so he was pretty fucking happy with that, but not making any real money. So I was like, okay, well, if I can't help you make any money, I don't want you to pay me because it's not fair. So what I ended up doing is looking at all my fucking options, and I was like, you know what? This is actually a shit position that I'm in, actually. So that's when I decided to move from France to New Zealand. And I managed to, within the first couple of months here, actually, land a client, then land a few clients online, and then started working, started getting paid, and then just spiraled from there. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I had to look at everything and how I believed about things and how I thought about things and how I looked at everything, life itself, from my own perspective, and challenge all of my beliefs in order to come up with better things and better ways to see the world that would give me an advantage in order to make more money so that I could actually achieve what I set out to achieve. I never really cared about, I guess I didn't really want to have a dream job or whatever. Whenever somebody says oh, what's your dream job? And I just told them I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I just want to do something nice that helps me get a bunch of money so that I can provide for my family. That's pretty much it, bro. So that's part of it. The other thing is I want to have money so I'm not limited. I'm free. I'm financially free. That's probably my biggest goal, actually. That makes the most amount of sense because I'm sick and tired of not being able to fucking buy what I want to buy. When I go out to the store and I see something I really want to buy, but then I look at my fucking savings account and it's not there, and I'm like, fuck, I need to do better. I need to work harder. I need to fucking get it done, bro. That's what I'm fucking talking about. So that's what I'm talking about in this video. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. And as per usual, it's time to get back to work. We work every single day, my friend. So if you watched this video and thought, yeah, this guy kind of makes sense, I hope you will stick around for the rest of the daily uploads. And if you don't, then just tell me, hey, your video fucking sucks ass, and this is why I think it sucks ass, so that way I can make them better in the future. And then, yep. It's like, I'm open to all and any criticism. If you have something valuable to offer, I will listen. If you tell me, hey, you suck, eat shit and die, I probably won't listen, but then I'll look at my video and be like, why did he say that, right? And so, yeah. So I'll just do my best regardless. So yeah, that's pretty much the message I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me to see another view, another like, another subscriber. It just fucking is nice, bro. It's just nice growing something. So thank you very much. I can't fucking say thank you enough, bro. Like, this channel is growing. It's going good, bro. I like this. I like where this is going. So I'm gonna keep doing it. And with that said, I will see you in the next one tomorrow. See ya.